Hello everybody, well in today's episode, if I'm sounding strange or just really we're in a different location, that's because I'm recording in real life. I wish I didn't have to be this way, but I have to. I've ever prepared gaming or making slides, which is what I do for most videos, but today I'll switch up, because I have to. Other tablets, all the recording, and it's broken down. It breaks down everything. Right, I'll start off with my design. So, first of all, I'll just go along, and then I'll show you how I draw. Right, so it'll be a long video. Prepare to strap in. Right, so first thing is the Terra Incorporated, right. The future. This is held in the future, where Earth has been found by some colonists from when the First Order invades, but mainly it's pretty good. So, and it's a place with real life kind of guns, except these ones are cartridgeless, so they fire and they continue firing. So they're mainly designs I've improved. I've got an idea from others. So I'll start. The Terra Incorporated B10 Battle Droid. If you know your battle droid, you'll see what I based it off. It's based off the B1, except you make its neck shorter and retractable, and give it dual mounted weaponry. But see how hand is replaced with a gun? It isn't. If you look a bit closer at the design, you'll see a hand right there. That there is a small hand that the gun can fold behind and attach and then fold out to continue firing. Sorry, I talk a lot, so I guess I'm being wrong. And then there is the B1's next upgrade, the B2 or the B20, which the B20 Super Battle Droid is, well, twice as powerful. Well, that's all you need to know. It's an incredibly powerful battle droid. The thing has like a B2 style, except it has quad on both arms, so it carries 8 machine guns, which is actually even more than some of my light tanks. Oh, machine guns. Right, and there's also a rocket arm, like the real B2, which fires a big rocket shell. And also a tractor beam arm, which can hold stuff and build stuff. It's not really complete. Then wait a sec, I have an idea. Right, so this is actually down from the B10 in size. This is B2R4, nicknamed Snow Globe because it's a little white type of astromech droid. Exact, it's a B2 type, which is technically take a B class, so like BB8, CB23, or any other small ball droid. You take the design, and then you combine it with a smaller version of the C1 or maybe entire C-class astromech droid head-mounted manipulators, and stick them together. Yeah, so it's got BB-8 kind of style. Okay, I think I'm giving this description. Next, we got everyone's favorite starfighter, but one of my least favorite, the X-Wing. Well, okay, it's not the original design. Wait, something's going on. Just wait. Okay, back to the X-Wing. This isn't the T65 or even T70 X-Wing. It's the T105. Produced by Arfin, a small company. Let's just do a question. Small company. Okay, so the main starfighter, like how we have Incom with the original X-Wing design. Right, so the ship is a standard X-Wing until you look at its wing. Well, it's mainly X-Wing, standard X-Wing. It's mainly your classic X-Wing until you get to the wings. The guns are mounted on the front. This is because the X-Wing's idea is a bad idea. You shouldn't put your guns on the end of your wing. It's like holding your gun. Okay, like let me show you what I think it looks like. Okay, wait, just trying to get this thing. Right, so it's like putting your gun on a stick really far away, and then having to turn it with a computer system every single time you wanted to fire it. So that's how silly the X-Wing's original gun design was. But the T-105 had put its guns at the front along with a heavy cannon, two torpedo launchers, and 4 missile tubes, along with the classic astromech at the front. Not the rear, because it already has a gun turret there. So see, here's the stats. So it's got six 1.5-inch machine guns, 1 autocannon, 2.5-inch, torpedo launchers are 2, missile launchers 4, and its speed is 108 miles per hour. Fast, but this is the really far future. That's an X-Wing. Along with a class 2.1 hyperdrive. And also, it has astromech droid holder, which allows the astromech droid to... Right, so the astromech holder, everything else on the pack we're on, it allows the astromech to retreat in, and it pops out when he needs to have a little scouting view to make sure there's no little sneaky stealth ships deciding it wants to try and sneak. So yeah, we have standard. You can also hold ball droids, a really nice type of astromech. And then there's everyone's favourite gunship turned into an Earth naval vessel. IFIN Incorporated, I believe it's IFIN. Yes, IFIN Incorporated has a class landing ship, which is technically a LAT class gunship, but it's a heavy attack assault ship. It can carry the next thing up on the list, and it's heavily armed. 8 machine guns, 6 torpedo launchers, 2 mounts under each winglet. There's 2 winglets, and 1 2.5-inch autocannon for whatever good that is. And then its speed is 1,710 miles per hour. So it's 100 miles. It's 90. Yeah, it's 90. Okay, slower than the IFIN, but still not extremely fast. It also has 2 magnet arms, which are technically like what we get on the LAT. Except there's only one variant. It's not the cargo variant itself. There's only one good variant, which can attach a Type 1 troop carrier container, which the magnetic arm folds into the hull, and then it magnetizes to the bottom of the gunship, which allows it pretty good maneuverability. And then the ATBP, the Power Incorporated ATBP, which is technically the equivalent of big thing. It's technically an AT-AT, and technically an ATTE. Sorry, right. So it's got a 10-inch gun mounted on the roof in the same position an AT-TE gun would be, along with how many machine guns again? 12 machine guns, 4 in a quad turret on the roof, and then 4 at each end. So that's 4 times 3, so 8. Oh, sorry, got it wrong. Second. Don't comment on that. That was really fast. So it's pretty slow with 18 miles per hour being top speed. I am going to change that because I just figured out how fast the ATT is, so I'm just going to change that. Really fast, by the way. Right, and it can be carried by a HAZ class landing ship. So can anything else that goes on land. Okay, the first type of spacefaring vessel, the Fitzroy class Monitor. Produced by Venus Dry Docks. They're small ships, but they're small ships. They're a monitor. So they have a gun turret. So monitors in real life are big gun turrets with 2 humongous weaponry, and then some lighter weaponry to back it up, but not much. And the Fitzroy is no exception. He only carries a few X-wings for scouting and really anything else. Not a lot. Well, the X-wing also has a hatch on the bottom, if you didn't see it in the design. So yeah, it allows it to dock 5 X-Wings with it in flight, and also keeps them in a small hangar. And then it's armed, and this what sorry if I'm sideways. Anyway, so it's armed with a magnetic mass cannon. So it has a few magnets down the line for the barrel. The loaded magnetic material as like a shell, and then the magnets at the front grab it, launching it, and just when it passes them, they'd stop. The magnets stop, and the shell goes speeding out towards its target. These are a modified one with only 1 power gun turret, with 2 gun turrets on it, and Space Whiz A guns, which are technically the equivalent of a modern Sea Whiz A gun, which is a 20mm cannon on a mount, except this is bigger with a 2-inch gun. 2-inch or 2.5 inch, I haven't figured it out yet. And then there's another ship that's technically just another Star Wars ship rebranded and upgraded, the Nebulon C. So after the Nebulon B class was kind of a success, I guess. Kurot Drive Yards sells the design to Venus Dry Dock. The Venus Drive Yards, which produces the Nebulon C. So this is actually a frigate, not a medical frigate, a battle frigate. So here's how it works. Her main captain's bridge is at the front, and down her standard lane medical bay area on the original frigate, we have landing pods which would be grabbed by a HAZ, bringing them down to the planet to deploy large amount of troops with ease. And then there's of course her standard armament of 18 15-inch cannons, along with 11 Space Whiz and 16 torpedo tubes, along with a class 1.776 hyperdrive, alongside a 1,611 miles per hour top speed. And yes, even the frigates have really high speed. And also a single Venator style humongous hangar bay and 4 landing pods, as I said. Oh, and 2 hatches. Sorry, I'm getting a bit of trouble. Let's get over there. Just wait. Right, so next one up is the Tano. Tano class Battlecruiser Star, which is technically what you get when you take the battle stars from Galactica and combine them with Earth. They were kind of twinned with the Fitzroy class, with a lot of that's just the Tano class. The next Battlestar will be the Tano class were battle stars based off, which I took the information from Battlestar Galactica with the Mercury class battle stars, which would become, I believe, the main flagship, the Galactica. Sorry, my Battlestar Galactica knowledge isn't that much. The standard super heavy cruisers are light battleships with 24 23-inch guns, 28 16-inch guns. No, wrong ship. Okay, and then 10 Seaways. Oh wait, sorry, lag there. Recording. It's got a 1,451 miles per hour top speed with the class 1.75 hyperdrive, along with an extra. It has the same kind of landing pod we see on the Nebulon class, but different. So it's in there. Sorry, let's fix on. Where's that? Okay, so where was I? The Tano class battle stars. Let me continue off here, right? So they have 3 hangar bays. 2 of them, the 2 pods you see on the sides aren't actually things designed to be on the ship forever. They're kind of a landing pod, except a bit different. So they're wider and can land. They're like the landing pod, except a bit bigger. carry way more troops. They also have ramps that expand from their hangars and can deal as kind of small carriers as well, except they don't have any weapons. They also have one landing leg at the bow, because the rear of the ship can act as a kind of landing leg too. So yeah, it kind of works. And also 5 tractor beams. Those are 5 tractor beams to complete the ship. Next ship along is the modified Chang'an class freighter ESF Enterprise. ESF stands for Air Space Force. All the spaceships have them. So the ship is mainly a freighter by the heart, so she's got incredibly good cargo volume, except she's been outfitted with any weaponry possible. From her main armament of 36 3.5-inch guns, which are pretty big guns for a ship this size, along with Mark 1 laser projectors. There's 18 of them spread across the ship in little tractor beam style mounts. There's actually no tractor beams if you realised. There's probably something I can do it though. And then she also has, yeah, you guessed it, Space Whiz. There's 38 of them, Mark 1 variants, which are the ones with tall heads. There's also a modified short head one, that'll be on the next ship up, but for right now we're going to go with the standard one. So we still have the so he also has 10 landing legs, 4 on the rear chassis system, and 6 on the front chassis system. And the design is based off the Akira class escort frigate of Starfleet in Star Trek, with the name Enterprise from Star Trek too. Star Trek. You should know you should know about Star Trek too. There's no about Star Trek, okay? Just know about Star Trek. It's awesome. And if you've been wondering, that little blip right there is a person. Yeah, these ships are humongous. They have 2 humongous hangar bays. Both are in the front. Actually, I say big one in the middle of the ship. And it has a gigantic main hangar bay. It can split in 2. That was originally so the engine compartment could stay in orbit, and the front could go down, land, and unload cargo, which would be standardly stuff like, I don't know, food, things like that. Freighter, bulk freighter. Modified Chang'an class cargo freighter. She was modified by one of the admirals of the Air Space Force Navy. She has the same speed as a... Oh, wait a sec. I actually didn't realise what her speed was. She's about the same speed of... I'm just trying to find speed. Okay, it's slower than a Fitzroy class, but it's okay speed for a battleship. Along with high manoeuvrability, those Mark 1 lasers I mentioned earlier, 8 hatches, and a class 0.4 hyperdrive, which by the way is faster than the Millennium Falcon. So this claims the fastest ship in Star Wars current for my designs. And then there's the super carrier, the Ark class, which are just gigantic warships that are big. So they take a bit of an idea from the Mon Calamari class. Well, they have 3 bridges, 2 on 2 wings on each side, and then 1 below them. And then an observation platform at the back of the ship, along with 24 17-inch guns, 25 Space Whiz guns. Sorry it's getting long, but anyway, along with 2 quad torpedo tube launchers, which can deal with both fighters and anything else really. Along with a 1,450 mile/hour top speed, along with a class 1.1 hyperdrive. The ship has 8 individual hangar bays, which is a lot of hangar bays when you consider it, and 32 tractor beams, because you need a lot of tractor beams to draw in small ships to dock. And I think we probably have some hatches. I just didn't draw many hatches on it. I realised I have escape pods. Never mind. Okay, and now the biggest ship, twinned with the smallest spacefaring warship, the humongous Randall class. What is like? Just fix this. Sorry, I'll just fix this quickly. Right, the Randall class. So, they're the largest ships in Air Space Force currently. Even larger than the humongous Chang'an class freighters, which would make up the Enterprise. See a lot of torpedo launchers. Torpedo tubes and torpedo launchers, I guess. Right, I guess missile. Okay, right, so we have. So these ships are technically just humongous battle ships. We get them again from Battlestar Galactica with their humongous warships to make ships that these ships are overpowered for their design. These ships, they can deal with nearly anything. They have magnetic mass cannons, the same, except there's 36 of them, along with 41 17-inch guns, so a bit larger guns, along with 22 space whiz and 24 torpedo tubes, with a 1,453 mph top speed, 3 miles per hour faster than the Arc class, along with a 1.5 class hyperdrive, class 1.5 hyperdrive, landing the 4 landing legs on the permanently attached battle sections. These aren't landing pods; they're battle sections, proper battle sections, right? And they have a lot of special features. They also have 4 landing legs, 3 hangar bays, with 1 in each pod, and then 1 humongous one in the ship, and then 2 bridges and 8 tractor beams. So that completes out the ship section. Next, I'll be showing you how to design ships. I might do this I'll do this as a separate video. So I'll see you next video. Hello everybody. Sorry, right now is probably not the best time. I just had a problem. Okay, I tried to record the video, but it didn't work. So so yeah, this is the second part of that video. So I originally planned to draw a ship. I really wanted to show you how to draw a ship, but there's some problems. I deleted 2 variants of it. So this is based off a ship design. Right. This design, if you know your Star Wars books and you've read the good ones, you should know this. Star Destroyer Venator class. Which is not a Star Destroyer, it should be a Star Cruiser, but I don't care. And then I also have this is a Star Wars complete vehicles, incredible cross sections of spaceships and craft from the Star Wars galaxy. Feature 4 new cross section armor. So nice. Good to know. Right. See. Yeah. Right. So it's not the best ever ship, but it's not the worst ever ship. It's a good, heavy, mass-produced ship. So it's kind of like the Star Destroyer, except better, right? Here, I also have, if you haven't seen it recently, Star Wars Encyclopedia of Starfighters and other vehicles. Most of the vehicles from Star Wars, there's not some really good ones, like I guess there's most of them, but not some of them. Right, okay, so I'll just see what's going on here. Right, okay, so where were we? Yeah, we're on the Venator page. Let me see. I'll just get to the Venator page quick. Right, here it is. So this is the Republic attack cruiser, also known as the Venator class Star Destroyer. It's more of a heavy cruiser, but yeah, most people consider it a carrier. Most people say it's a Star Destroyer. So this is my design. I just started the stats. I've named it the H.G. Wells class after famous writer H.G. Wells, who wrote, among other books, the famous book The War of the World, which I think is really cool. So yeah, and on Earth in Star Wars, he wrote about a fantasy world if they didn't know space travel and they had to use steam like we did actually. Okay, right, so I'll finish the design so you can see it. But yeah, okay, so first of all, you draw the hull, then you draw the bridge and the engines. So you have to draw the hull first so you know where your the line limits are. And then you can draw things like gun turrets and hangars. And I'll just finish the stats. You can do the name whenever you feel like. But I'll just quickly do the stats, okay? I don't want to run out of time to record. Slides will be a short edition to show you how to draw, but I really wish it hadn't be, sorry. Okay, so just finished the stats and designs. Stop it, glitchy end. See up there. Sorry, it's a bit glitchy. Alright. Trying not to have it glitch, but if I yeah, I think it worked. So if you haven't realised, glitchy. Yeah, so there's the stats of the ship. This is the most important part of the reader. They need to know what kind of ship Warframe has. So yeah, that's how many guns it has. A lot of guns. If you want to pause right now, you can just see them all quickly, high speed, which is always good. So next time, I hope I will see you tomorrow.